That would be me.
Look who we're hanging with.
Ryan O'Halloran.
Jason David Frank.
Humberto Ramos.
Please do not change channel.
Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to the Hangin' With Web Show. I'm GW Pomichter. Thank you so much for logging on and tuning in. If you haven't yet, we'd love it if you'd subscribe. We see you. Put your shirt on. Subscribe. All right? Hit the bell. Come back over and over again. We've got authors. We've got filmmakers. We've got artists. We've got musicians. We've got creators of all kinds. We're here right now hanging with Web Show alumnus, Cynthia P O'Neill, the author this time of Keep Me Close, which you can't have yet because you can't. Coming available when?
June 12th.
June 12th.
But it is available on pre-order on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Smashwords.
So you can pay her now and get it later. Like, remember the character on Popeye?
I will gladly pay you Tuesday
for a hamburger today.
Yes.
That's right. You can pay Tuesday. You get this on June
12th.
Okay. And all right. So tell me about Keep Me Close.
Well, the idea actually came about from another signing that was at the airport at the Orlando International Airport.
You did an airport signing?
At the hotel, yes.
That's awesome.
I passed by the bar and I'm like, what if two people just happen to cross paths out of nowhere and find out that they have a magic connection and they're going the same direction, have a good night together and everything, and then suddenly are torn apart, but then have to find each other again a few months later.
Wow.
And they just build upon what they started with, and he's actually been enamored with her for a long time, but she's never known it.
Okay. That's a neat concept. I like that. Star-crossed lovers.
And there's a little bit more. He's actually British relocate to the United States to help out his father's company, who the main company's over in Britain with his mom, who's English, and his dad is a former military man. He was kind of forced to grow up a little bit early because he is very brilliant, so he's skipping a lot of classes. He's like a Doogie Howser, and Albert Einstein just accelerated learning.
When you have a gifted young person, it almost begs you to explore their relationship interactions, because interactions with people their own age are dull to them. So they start interacting with older women, older people.
Absolutely. And she also shares in his bit that she had to grow up earlier because she lost her parents. Okay. So she kind of came mother to her brother,
so you had an opportunity to explore the things they had commonality with.
They have a large amount of commonality in between them over losses, growing up too quickly. He's also a doctor at age 26 and an engineer, and he does a lot for Doctors Without Borders. So he's like a big humanitarian.
If she doesn't marry him, I will. I'm just saying. I mean, you know.
And she's starting her own company, and he's encouraging her to.
Awesome.
So she's got a very strong woman and a very strong man. Age difference, but a lot of things in common.
You poured a lot of optimism into this. I could see it when you're talking about it. They have their issues to work through. They have to find each other again. But serendipity seems to be doing a lot of the work for them.
But they have some chaos.
Okay.
I can't resist writing chaos and suspense.
Okay.
So you've got a bad antagonist in there.
Ah, you got to watch out. Somebody's always trying to throw a monkey wrench into the works.
And it's the least likely person you would suspect.
See, now everybody's going to read it going, is it that person? Is it that? See what you did there?
You won't know until the end.
That's right. You won't know till the end. You got to get all the way through. Cynthia, let's remind everybody. We sat down last year and talked a little bit about your previous work. What number book is this for you?
This will be number 15.
Number 15.
Yes.
Very prolific author. This is unique in that it stands alone. This is one story, beginning, middle, and end.
Yes.
Love it. and then leave it and then love it again next year the same time? We just pick it up and reread it again because this is what you're getting.
Yes.
Okay. You have other series. Let's remind them about the series work that you have out there that you have.
I have a Remembrance Series, which is more young adult and very tame. Then the others are a little more steamy with a lot of suspense and edge of your seat and very, very romantic.
Okay.
A learning series, need series. The learning series you have to read in order, but the need, they're all standalones within the series, and you can pick up any time. Out of that, they wanted to know what happened to the security guys, so that spun off Titan's Security Series.
Okay.
Also all standalones and within the series. And then I decided I'm tired of writing series. I want to do something different, so I have one other standalone besides Keep Me Close called Elusive.
Wow. 15.
Yes.
Outstanding. What are you working on? Are you working on number 16?
Titan Security number 3 right now.
Titan Security number 3. When do you expect that?
End of August.
End of August.
If not sooner.
Wow. If only we could all generate content like that. You have an amazing creative ability to be able to generate
and a
these
lot
ideas.
of these things are inspired by things I've actually either seen on TV, witnessed in real life, or experienced myself.
Well, we talked a lot about that last year. When we talked about the fact that you draw a lot of inspiration from life, from living every day. And it's just an amazing thing to be able to weave that into an eclectic group of stories. They're all romance.
Yes.
Some are a little spicier than others, but they're all romance. They're all about relationships and how people love.
And they're basically story driven. And the more risque side of things is just the icing on the cake, because the focus is the story itself.
Well, everybody likes a little icing on the cake.
Oh yeah.
They want you to have plain cake. It's some icing in there. It's a standalone book again, and you have done a couple series and one other standalone. Is there a moment in writing this particular? Our books are like our children.
Yes.
Is there a moment in writing this particular book that was kind of like the aha moment for you? The moment that you said, "Yes, this is why I'm writing this book."
Actually, it happened at the signing when I passed by the bar, and I'm like, I could see a story coming out of this.
The very beginning.
The very beginning.
That moment you knew there was a book in there somewhere.
I knew it was in there somewhere. I just didn't know what I wanted the characters to be like. I knew I wanted her to be relocating and starting a new life, moving closer to her brother and helping him out. But I didn't know what I wanted him to be like. So I actually asked my fans on Facebook page, my author page, what would you like to see in a male character?
It's an amazing world for creative people today to be able to interact with your fans and your readers in real time.
And yes, and it's actually dedicated to my fans on my author page because they helped create the male character in this.
That's fantastic. That's an awesome story right there. Now you have to do a story about somebody that got inspired by Facebook.
That's true.
See there? New ideas. She'll have but by this time next year when we talk to her, she'll have like another 25 books done. We ran into you last year up here, and this year up here. Where are you going from here?
Next one is Space Coast in 2 weeks, Space Coast Book Lovers in Cocoa Beach, and I will be there with cookies.
We will be there for cookies. So we got that in common.
And I will also bring along more copies of this because it still will not be available at that time.
Awesome. Space Coast is doing something interesting this year where you guys are bringing books that are introduced either at or, for Space Coast Book Lovers. So that's kind of cool too. You're working on the next in the
Titan Security
series.
And this one's actually going to be focusing on a woman female security agent.
See that? You have a lot of fun exploring these relationships.
Yes.
What do you like most about your work when you're writing?
Well, I hate to admit this, but I put a lot of myself and my husband actually in the books. The emotions that we experience and some of our knowledge of what we've done in the past with jobs and stuff go into actual jobs for the people in the books.
So it's an opportunity to share those experiences. That is fantastic. That's a great motivation for writing in general, to be able to share our experiences and pass them on. As a very young reader, I remember wondering, why do we learn to read? You know, their books are fun, but why? Why are we doing this? And that's what it's all about. It's about passing information, passing stories from one person to the other. And the human being is inherently a storyteller. Whether we're sitting around the fire, or we're under a light reading a book, or we're watching television, we're going to tell our stories. And you get to tell your very personal stories with you and your husband.
Yes.
But you get to spice them up a little bit with some fun characters and.
Well, with some fiction and some very vivid imagination. But with this one, I actually.
She means it.
With this one, I actually put myself in the female character because she's opening a cafe and coffee and kind of a breakfast lunch thing. If I did not write, I'd probably do that. And I wanted to explore what it would be like to open one.
Oh, cool. So you got to sort of fantasize about what you would want to do, maybe.
And what I would serve and everything, so.
See that? That works. Okay, well, that's about all the time we've got, folks. We are here hanging with Cynthia P O'Neill, the author of Keep Me Close, coming June 12th,
Yes.
2018. So if you're watching this before then go ahead and pre-order that on Amazon today, or if you're watching it after that, then it's already there. Just go buy the book. It'll show up on your Kindle, it'll show up on your door, and you'll be able to start Keep Me Close. Check out Cynthia's links down below so you can find out more about her other books as well. We want to say thank you to our partners and friends, Something Unique Magazine, Famous Faces and Funnies, Krypton Radio, Off the Chain with author Yvonne Mason, Space Coast Comics, our great friends here at iHeart Books and the Florida Writers Association. We're so grateful for being able to come in here and do what we do. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for coming and hanging with us again this year.
Again.
It's always a lot of fun.
Yes, it is.
It is. And guys, remember, come back for more. Subscribe, log on, tune in, see who we're hanging with next.